Wholistic Yogis. I have some exciting news. Can you guess it? We're expecting. And we are expecting twins. It is so crazy, I know. But I'm excited for this new venture in practicing prenatal yoga, and I welcome all mommies and yogis to join with me. This flow is going to be great for all mommies, but is especially great for those who are in their first trimester. This flow will bring peace to you and your baby or your babies, and will strengthen the connection between you and your pregnancy. Go ahead and find yourself in a comfortable seated position, whether you want to sit on a pillow, sit with your legs crossed, with your legs out in front of you, or in a bound angle position, whatever is most comfortable for you. You can close your eyes or have a soft gaze. Let's go ahead and inhale and reach that right arm up to source energy and power, just letting it all flow through that right arm. And go ahead and exhale, bring that hand back down onto your belly, to your baby. And let's inhale and reach the left arm up, receiving positive energy from the heavens. And exhale, bring it back down to baby. Take a moment to connect with your baby, connecting to your breath, visualizing the beautiful bond you and your baby or babies will have. Feeling confident in who you are as a mother. Knowing that every decision you make is in the best interest of you and your pregnancy. Go ahead and release your right hand off of your belly and slide it out to the right and lean over and see if you can bring your forearm down to the mat if possible, and just find some grounding in this posture. Go ahead and slide back up and bring the chest forward, lifting the heart chakra, bringing joy, peace, love, and happiness in this moment. Go ahead and release the chest. And let's release the hand off of your belly, your left hand off your belly, and slide it out and receive grounding energy from the earth's core. Again, seeing if you can connect that forearm to the ground. Bringing, again, like I said, grounding energy to your pregnancy, remaining grounded throughout your pregnancy. Slide that hand back up to the heart and the chest so you can bring it forward. Take a moment and connect with your breath, feeling confident that you are loved, and you transmute this love to you and your baby. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, dropping the chin to chest while curving the upper spine, releasing out any anxiety, fears you may have associated with the pregnancy and or doubt. Inhale, lifting the head and the chest to bring in confidence, the joys of motherhood and wisdom. And again, exhale, drop the chin to chest. Let's do 3 more rotations on our own time. You can follow me as I go, or you can take your own time. Once you have completed your 3 rotations of lifting your head, let's go ahead and move into a comfortable tabletop position. While you're making your way into your tabletop position, this is going to help us just become more in alignment with our bodies, and just let's make sure that we are aligned perfectly in this tabletop position to refrain from injuring ourselves or our baby. So what I would like for you to do is once you're in your tabletop position, just make sure that the wrists are underneath your shoulders and make sure that your knees are hip width distance apart or are in alignment with your wrist. And then from there, your knees should be in alignment with the tip tops of your toes so that when you peek through and look in between your legs, you shouldn't be able to see any of your feet because your legs are right in alignment with your knees. Now let's go ahead and slowly sway our hips side to side to bring some movement, but also to give our lower back a nice break from any of the extra weight that we aren't really used to carrying there. Come to a still space so that you can bring your left hand into the center of the mat. And let's inhale, raise up that right arm as straight as it can go. And then we're going to exhale, placing a bend in the left elbow while bringing that right arm under the left arm as we are threading the needle. Be sure to bring your right cheek to the mat and find comfort in this pose. I love, 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 love threading the needle. Feel free to reposition your left arm or any other part of your body to find comfort while we're here. To safely get out of this pose, let's go ahead and push that left arm up so we can swoop the right arm back up to the sky. Looking at our fingertips, take a deep breath here. And exhale out, bringing the right hand down to replace the left. Inhale, bringing the left arm straight up, looking at our fingertips. And as we just did on the opposite side, exhale and place a bend in the right arm and the right elbow so that we can bring that left arm through. Bringing the cheek down to the mat. Find peace in this pose and enjoy the stretch this pose is bringing us. Inhale to bring the left arm back up. And exhale, bring ourselves back to a tabletop position. We will now move into an active cat-cow to bring up energy throughout our legs and to help prevent any charley horses or stiffness. Please know that you can choose to keep your knees on the mat as we're doing this, and you don't have to worry about lifting them if it's not in your practice today. Let's go ahead and inhale. Let's just do a couple cat-cows. Let's do one rotation of cat-cow, just a regular way to get used to it. So let's inhale, dropping our bellies. And this should feel really, really good, releasing weight from our lower back. Lift the chin up and arch your back for cow. Exhale, and let's go ahead and drop the chin to chest, doming our spine and tucking the tailbone. Now while we do our cat-cow flow, feel free to be creative in your movement to bring some extra movement to your body that may want to release any unwanted energy. Now let's move into lifting one leg at a time when we inhale for cow. So let's go ahead and inhale to cow, and while we're inhaling, lift up that right leg, but keep a bend in it, flexing the foot. Try not to lift your leg too high to prevent any overstretching of the belly area. Exhale to cat and bring that leg or knee back to the mat. Let's go ahead and do 2 rotations on our own pace. So inhale, lifting up the cow, and you're going to bring up that left leg. And feel free to go at your own pace as I exhale out to cat. One more. Once you've completed your 2 rotations, let's move into a child's pose for a well-deserved rest. Go ahead and widen your knees to the width of the mat or even wider to make space for your belly. And push and bring your bottom towards your heels. You can also place a block underneath your bottom for a little more support. Bring the arms, stretching them as far out forward as they can comfortably go, and seeing if you can rest your forehead on the mat. Feel free to also bring a block under your forehead for comfort. Let's take some time in this pose, knowing that this is a pose where we can always find peace and rest during any flow. Every time I'm in this flow, I love to welcome in gratitude. Use this time to express your gratitude to yourself, your baby, or whatever may be on your heart. After you've had a moment to express gratitude, slowly rise back up into a tabletop position. Instead of having your hands right under your shoulders, walk them out about a handprint or two in front of you. We're going to focus on opening up and stretching the hips in this next pose we're moving into. So take a deep breath in and go ahead and bring that right foot on the outside of the right hand and exhale out. If you find that your hips are a little too tight, you can bring your hands back a little bit closer to your body and your foot just to make sure that you're comfortable in this space. Let's slowly begin to rock the body back and forth, bringing energy to that right hip area. Doing this is really helpful in preparing the hips for your growing belly and for childbirth. Come to a still pose. If you still have your blocks nearby, you can bring them in on the inside of your right foot on the second level. Go ahead and place your hands on the blocks to find grounding and stability. Tuck the left toes and lift the leg up and straighten it. Go ahead and drop that back foot so that the big toe is facing the outside of the edge of the mat. Take a deep breath in. Lift the torso up slowly, bringing the hands to the hips. If you need, you can walk the hands up the legs to the knee so that you can come to your hips. And find your balance and exhale out while lifting the hands or the arms up beside the ears in a beautiful and strong, what we're going to call it, Mommy Warrior One pose. In this pose, let's visualize building our strength and courage for childbirth. All the beautiful aspects of motherhood that are to come, knowing that you can conquer anything. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bringing the right hand down on your block or your mat while keeping the left arm straight up in the air. If it's in your practice today, go ahead and straighten through that right leg, bringing us into a Trikonasana, which is triangle pose. You can either bring your gaze to the ground for balance, or you can bring your gaze to your fingertips, whatever is comfortable for you. Let's stay in this pose for a couple of breaths. Beautiful job. Go ahead and inhale. Go ahead and inhale, placing a slight bend in your right knee to bring the torso back up. But keep the arms in a T position, bringing us into Mommy Warrior 2 pose, ensuring that we keep the front right knee bent. Beautiful. Bring your left arm forward so that you can lift both arms back up straight, grazing your ears. Pivot your back foot so that it is slightly turned now that we are back in Warrior 1 or Mommy Warrior 1. Find a moment to get your balance, to get your breath, and bring the left foot up to meet the right. Keep a bend in both legs so that we are now in chair pose. Just make sure that you can leave some space in between your knees or your legs to make room for your belly so that you can have that beautiful, nice squat and bend. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bringing the right foot back while slightly slanting the foot to the edge of the mat. Take a moment to get comfortable being back in Mommy Warrior 1, regaining balance and strength. By now, you may have moved your blocks to the side so you can do all of these movements. But let's go ahead and move one block on the inside of our left foot. As we get back into Mommy Warrior 1, inhale and straighten through the left leg while turning the right foot or pivoting it so that it is now parallel with the back of the mat. Exhale and bring the left hand down on the block while straightening through the right arm, lifting it up to the sky. And again, if this stretch is too much for your leg, feel free to place a slight bend in your knee. And again, this is Yogi's choice. You can gaze down or up, and let's hold this pose for a couple of breaths. Go ahead and inhale, lifting the torso up, placing a bend in the left knee, and keep a T in the arms, coming back into Mommy Warrior 2. Exhale it out. You're doing a really great job. Catch your breath, place a smile on your face because we are almost through this flow. Go ahead and inhale and spring the right arm back forward so that we can bring them up straight, grazing our ears. And be sure to pivot that back foot so that we can go back into Mommy Warrior 1. Exhale out, find your balance, and place that smile back on your face. And let's go ahead, once we find our balance, inhale, bring that right foot back up to meet the left. Again, checking the space in between our legs so that we can put that bend in our knees, bringing us back into chair pose. It's always great to practice squatting. Again, it's preparing us for birth. It's helping us to just gain strength in our hips and bringing mobility. You all are doing amazing. Oh, I forgot to say exhale out. I'm sorry if you haven't. Exhale out and forward fold. Be sure to have space so that in between your legs so that you can properly forward fold with your belly. If your blocks are nearby, you can bring your hands on your blocks if you need to. Now let's go ahead and inhale to a halfway lift by placing the hands on the shins, straightening through the legs, bringing the shoulders back, looking forward, being strong, and exhale out, forward fold, bringing the palms to the mat or to your blocks. Go ahead and drop the right knee onto the mat, followed by the left, bringing us back into a tabletop position. And let's go ahead and sway the hips side to side, bringing in positive energy and relief. This should feel really, really good on your lower back. Beautiful job. Let's go ahead and widen the knees to the outside of the mat and come down into a child's pose for a well-deserved rest. Mommies, we are so proud of us. We're doing such an amazing job. And if you find that this pose is comfortable for you, I welcome you to remain in this pose as we close out in shavasana. If you prefer to be in a different pose for shavasana, you can go into a seated position, you can lay in a fetal position, or if it's safe and comfortable for you, you can also lay on your back. But let's use this time to reconnect with our breath, our bodies, and our baby or babies. Be sure that you use this time to recognize how amazing you are and how you accomplish this flow so effortlessly. No matter if there were times when you were out of breath, whether you wanted to pause or stop, or if you just felt like you were having trouble connecting with the flow, all that matters is that you did it, and we're here now in this space together. Go ahead and take a deep breath in and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Heavy sigh it out and place a smile on your face. When you're ready, and wherever you are in your pose, just come to a seated position with your palms to heart center. You want to close your eyes while your palms are to heart center. You can, while I say these closing affirmations, you can close your eyes or you can have your eyes open with a nice smile on your face. I am an amazing woman. I am or will be an amazing mother. I am in control of my emotions. I give myself permission to feel. I radiate abundance always. And with that, namaste, namaste. I thank you all so much for flowing with me. I hope that this flow just brought some comfort and ease, some grounding and positivity to you, to your baby, your babies, and to your day. This is one of many of our prenatal yoga videos, so I just hope that you can like, comment, share. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. This is just, it means so much when I can read the comments. So you all have an amazing day, and I will see you for our next prenatal yoga video. Peace, mommy yogis.